The NFL season is back, which means we're checking out football highlights today. And once again, as a Patriots fan, we're going to start off with something that absolutely destroys me on the inside. This 2017 Super Bowl against the Eagles. This should have been the Super Bowl that cemented Tom Brady as the GOAT. They would have repeated after that absolutely historic comeback against the Falcons in Super Bowl 51 the year before. The Patriots had a 13-3 regular season. They ran through the playoffs against teams like the Jets, the Titans, with an amazing comeback against the Jaguars. And it all had culminated to go against the Eagles, who had a backup quarterback. But I'll say it again, Tom Brady, 505 yards, 5 touchdowns. It's the most immaculate performance in Super Bowl history. But of course, because of plays like this, we lost. The game just stayed competitive, and I'm not gonna lie, when Brandon Cooks got literally knocked out of this planet, I mean, that was one of the worst hits I've ever seen. I had a feeling this was not gonna be a great game. And then this happened.
Snap it.
I was like, cool.
Trey Burton, who throws, caught. Foles, touchdown.
And what makes matters so much worse is that Tom Brady dropped one of these just maybe 10 minutes before this, and this one really hurt. Of course, it wasn't all bad times in the Super Bowls for the Patriots. I mean, we had times like this. Now, this 2014 season for the Patriots might actually be the most important in their dynasty. Having lost their last 2 Super Bowls at the Giants to Eli Manning just bomb throws at the end of the fourth quarter, it felt like if the Patriots lost 3 Super Bowls in a row after winning 3 in a row, that they were going to lose all the respect that they had gained. They just would never be feared again. People don't quite realize that there were 2 dynasties that completely changed course with that interception. The Seahawks would have gone back to back after beating Peyton Manning. I mean, not just beating Peyton Manning, beating the brakes off him, and then repeating by beating Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. The Patriots dynasty would have absolutely crashed and burned, and the Seahawks would have risen from its ashes. But that's not what happened. And that play didn't just cost the Seahawks that game. That play cost them their entire team. They fell apart completely after this.
Play clock at 5. Pass is intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler.
Well, I'll tell you this, when this happened, I got up and ran around my friend's house in LA. Thank God, he was a really cool coworker. I don't think I've ever felt so much exhilaration in one moment. I mean, now if you're a Saints fan, you might want to look away, because the Minneapolis Miracle, that is one of the most heartbreaking plays I've ever seen. And again, I'm a Patriots fan. I mean, again, with 10 seconds left, this deep, you're not really worried, right? You just like stop the field goal, no field goal. The last thing you're expecting is a walk-off touchdown in that situation. It's kind of crazy to think that the Vikings actually had Stephon Diggs at this point. And as a Saints fan, this is just one of many absolutely heartbreaking, terrible losses in the playoffs against the Vikings and other teams. Oh, we'll get to that Rams missed pass interference call, don't worry. This catch by Odell Beckham Jr. has to be one of the most famous catches of all time. I mean, not only is it an absolutely gnarly catch, but I don't think I've ever seen a play in maybe sports history that's been built up like this one. When this happened in 2014, it was on every single commercial, every single channel, it felt like, every website.
Is the running back.
Oh, Eli Manning, as a Patriots fan, I hate seeing you cock back and throwing it like that.
There's a flag. Beckham, one-handed catch.
People also forget there was pass interference on that play as well.
This is sick. Put this to music. I don't think he stepped out either. That may be the greatest catch I've ever seen.
And last on the menu, we have Super Bowl 54 in the fourth quarter, when Patrick Mahomes turned the tide against the 49ers and officially started their dynasty. Kansas City haters, look away. I know this is tough for us Patriots fans. Anyone that has a legacy that's on the line with this team growing and growing, look away. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Chiefs need some Mahomes.
Like, this should have been the end of it. This should have been it right here. This should have been it right here. Boom.
Launches down the middle. Hill open. Caught.
And the dynasty, really, this is...
Get it, Kansas City.
You can actually say that was the deepest, darkest moment for the Chiefs in their dynasty, and they sprung from there. I mean, really, think about how close they were to it all being over. That just goes to show you, when you've been working so hard and you think everything's falling apart and you think you have no chance at the end, don't give up. Usually when things are looking their worst, the best things are right around the corner. As always, hit that sub button and turn on notifications. Go out there and do something great.